just meant to be. If only you would know.
You don't have to be alone again. Could I take you by the hand and never go? Would I tell you that I love you?
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Let Me Geek Out for a Second, the show where I catch you up on all of the anime, cartoons, comics, maybe sometimes Sonic things that I got obsessed with this past week. Grab a drink, relax, and together, let's geek out. So overall, I feel like this should be an introductory week. So, nothing too specific. I do have a little bit of news that we're going to go through. But yeah, if you guys are a fan of anime, cartoons, comic books, then this is the little show for you. Obviously, I didn't really find anything too much that caught my interest in terms of anime recently. However, I have this podcast with a buddy of mine named Ace. You can check it out down below. It's called the Anime Cafe, where is very much just focused on anime pretty much. And we have this thing called book club / movie night at the end of each of our podcast episodes. So the last thing we were supposed to watch for movie night was Spy Family Code White. So I watched that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot how much I really like Spy Family. On this channel, you can go back and check it out, because I don't think I unlisted it or deleted it like a lot of other videos. You can find a video called Let's Talk About Spy Family. I can't remember what I said specifically in that. I'm pretty sure it was overall a very positive review. Most of those Let's Talk About series videos were very positive reviews. In case you ever see one of your videos there, sorry, one of your favorite animes or cartoons there that you like, you don't have to worry about me trashing on. I don't really usually trash on things. But I really liked it. Really enjoyed it. I don't know how many episodes I watched back then. That video was 2 years old at this point. But either way, I continue to watch Spy Family, from back then to now. And I really did enjoy it. But it's been a while since the last season came out. And where we are now, which is, as of recording this, November 16th, 2025. I know season 3 is out, but you know what I mean. So when I was watching Spy Family Code White, which I didn't realize came out, it really, I need to work on my, what is that called? Filler words? I need to work on not using this so much. But when it came out, I didn't know it came out, so I finally watched it. Very good. It reminded me why I love Spy Family so much. Anya is very funny. Lloyd is funny. All of the whole family is funny. Anya, Lloyd, Yor, and the dog. What's the dog's name? Butler? No, I feel like that's not his name. But if you guys don't know what Spy Family is, to give a quick recap, it's essentially just a family who each of them have their own secret that they're keeping from everybody else. So Yor is an assassin. Lloyd is a spy, the dog can see the future, and Anya can read minds. Lloyd and Yor are not in a real marriage. Kind of the appeal is a will they won't they with them. Or I guess not even a will they won't they. I guess it's more like a slow burn, whatever. But essentially, Yor doesn't know about Anya or the dog or Lloyd. Lloyd doesn't know about any of the three. Anya knows about all three. And I don't know about the dog. I guess knows at least about Lloyd. I guess I think the dog helped out with Lloyd on his spy work before. I don't think he necessarily knows about Anya being able to read minds, but whatever. And yeah, is there anything else in anime news? I want to say that's it. I also watched Kopi's Original Sin. Very good anime. You guys should check it out. Very depressing though, actually. Let me pre-warning, if you're not mentally prepared for something super dark and heavy on you, then maybe Kopi's Original Sin is not something you should watch at this very moment. I think there is a new, well, it's not a new series, but a new season of a series is coming out soon called The Detective Is Already Dead. Is getting a season 2. So I'm this is like breaking news for me. I'm looking at it right now. I was looking through shit while I was talking. This Detective's Already Dead apparently had a teaser trailer and it's confirmed for July 2026. I never heard of it, but it looks cool. Should we like read a real quick thing about it? The Detective's Already Dead revealed a teaser trailer. Oh, that's useless. Here it is. The Detective's Already Dead is a light novel series written by Negoziyu with illustrations by Umi Bozu. Media Factory started publishing the series in November 2019. Blah, blah, blah. They describe the story as, after thwarting a hijacking with beautiful silver-haired detective Siesta, Kimihiko leads a life of globe-trotting and crime-solving until Siesta dies. A year later, a new case will open old wounds as it threats murder, conspiracy, and his dead partner. So yeah, if you guys like... Oh, okay. I'm looking at the characters now. If I'm doing my job correctly, you guys will be seeing them too. But I like how they look. I like how they look. So if you guys like mystery, check that out. Now, for the cartoon side of things, again, I didn't really get much news for cartoons. The Super Mario Galaxy movie official trailer, the first official trailer just came out recently. I did a video reacting to it on the channel. You guys can go check that out. It'll be in the description down below. It looks really good. You know, Illumination. I feel like for a second there, Illumination was getting a really bad rep. Maybe it was just getting a bad rep for me, though. Like, let's look at these movies. Despicable Me was the first Illumination movie. Oh, wow. They knocked it out of the park immediately. Then they had, like, Hop. Which Hop isn't bad, but it's like, whatever. The Lorax was pretty good with Despicable Me 2. The Minions. Wasn't a big fan of the Minions. Me and my stepmom went to go watch the Minions together. This was 2015, so I was a teenager. There's no like real excuse to go watch the Minions. Not saying that you have to be a child to watch the Minions, but like I feel like, you know, I think you could tell what the Minions movie was probably going to be. But I convinced her to go watch this with me, and we went to go watch it, and she did not enjoy it. And then randomly, every so often, she just brings up the time I forced her to go watch the Minions. So then we had The Secret Life of Pets. I don't remember like having a strong opinion about that. But then Sing, the first Sing, this was 2016. So this was when I was really deep in my super ultra critical version of myself. I think I've leaned off of that mindset. But yeah, I used to be super critical of everything, and I hated what Sing was, and I compared it a lot to Zootopia. I'm pretty sure was a thing around this time, right? Zootopia was a 2016 film, yeah. So I compared those two together a lot. I think Zootopia just did the whole animal thing correctly, and Sing didn't. So I didn't like Sing. And then maybe I'm just a hater though, because I'm looking at Illumination, and these aren't like bad movies. I said that they got a bad rep. I feel like they didn't. Maybe they just had a bad rep with me. I like Sing 2. I really like Sing 2 a lot, actually. Minions The Rise of Gru, it was whatever. But yeah, maybe they did have a bad rep. Maybe I'm just a hater. But Illumination, I think, makes really good looking movies, I feel. I have nothing bad to say about how their movies look. And then with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I think I mentioned it in the reaction video itself, but when you even just look at how they're using like the painting of it, when Bowser was painting, like even just the paint looked really good. And then everything just looks super pretty. I don't know, it was just like when I was watching it, it made me jealous as a Sonic fan that, you know, Sonic doesn't have an animated movie. Now, I'm not saying I hate the live action Sonic movies. Quite the opposite. I'm a big fan of them. I really need to stop saying I'm gonna work on it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the live action Sonic movies. I like Ben Schwartz. I should not start saying names. I'm bad with names. But I like all the voice actors. Shout out Colleen for Tails. I'm a big fan of all the voice actors for the live action Sonic movies. I do think Knuckles, now I'm not saying the voice actor, I do love Idris Elba, whatever, but just like who character is as a character, I think he's the best in the live action Sonic movies, in my humble opinion. But I like all the voice actors, I love all the actors. But I don't know, man. Animated series with Sonic would go bonkers. We also talked again on the cafe recently. I don't think by the time you are watching this, that episode is out. But will be eventually. One of the guests on there, she brought up something about cash grabs. I can't remember. And we started this whole thing. And I can see why people would think it's a cash grab. I'm not like in tune with Mario like that. I'm not sure what hardcore Mario fans feel about the animated Mario movie. I know hardcore Sonic fans, half of them, you know, hate the Sonic movies. But Sonic fans are also just never happy. But yeah, I'm not sure what like the overall consensus is with the Mario movies. I can maybe see it being like, yeah, that was a cash grab for the first one, but it's an easy comparison because those are the two movies really coming out right now. When it comes to, movie-wise, like the first Sonic movie was only good because it wasn't bad, you know? And then once we got to the second or third movies, those movies were actually good because they were like really well written, good quality type of movies. So maybe that's what we're going to go with Mario. If people thought that the Mario movie was only good because it wasn't bad, you know, maybe they might really cook up for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I still think it's very bizarre that we're skipping straight to Galaxy, but hey, they definitely picked that one for a reason. Next up, we got some comic book stuff. Apparently 2 characters from DC Comics recently lifted Thor's hammer in a story arc and it flew under the radar. Let's see what this is about. For decades, a major Marvel question from fans has long been, which characters are worthy enough to lift Thor's hammer? In fact, this made for one of the greatest moments in the MCU, as Steve Rogers found himself gaining the power of Mjolnir during the final fight against Thanos in Avengers Endgame. In a surprising twist, someone else has been deemed worthy, and you might be shocked to discover that said hero isn't a part of the Marvel Universe, thanks to a recent crossover with the DC Universe. Thor has lent his power to another big superhero and thus changed the game forever. Are they talking about, I remember hearing about this. It was Thor and Shazam, right? Did Shazam just lift up Thor's hammer? I don't remember what the other one is. But I remember seeing recently it was that Thor and Shazam just had a crazy random crossover. In the recent online-only comic, Thor/Shazam, William Blake, the God of Thunder's human alter ego, finds himself unable to access the power of Thor. Let's see. Okay, they say Blake manages to transform into Thor despite not wielding Mjolnir. And an even more surprising twist, Billy is able to turn into Captain Marvel by striking Blake's stick against the ground. accessing the power of Shazam while proving he is worthy to hold the magical hammer. Huh. Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's holding it. I'll he's holding it for sure. Huh. That's I wonder what that's gonna do for people's agenda. what crazy what crazy stuff is gonna happen now that Shazam is proven to be worthy to hold the hammer. I'm not really much of a like a power scaler, but it'd be super funny if they just truly changed the game for Shazam forever. That's cool. We also see that writer Stephanie Phillips and artist Lee Garbey will take over the title Daredevil starting in March. And then, of course, we have a preview of Batman/Deadpool #1, which is a crossover project by DC Comics and Marvel Comics. Now, I have not been keeping up with the Batman Deadpool stuff. I just remember, I don't want to like put anybody down. I just remember there's a lot of previews here actually. Oh, is that Wonder Woman and Storm? Is that Zatanna and Scarlet Witch? Oh my god. Is that Emma Frost and Catwoman? There has to be Emma Frost and Catwoman. What the fuck? That's an interesting pairing that I never like. That I never thought about. I don't want to put anybody down, but I just remember when I saw that this was gonna be a thing. I saw who was working on it. Like DC were just sending their best of their best, and Marvel was, the nicest way possible, was not setting their best of their best. I just thought it was super funny. I'm not a big Deadpool guy anymore. I used to be a much bigger Deadpool guy back when I was younger. It was around the time I was really into Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, the first one, because my team used to be Spider-Man, Human Torch, Wolverine, and Deadpool. And since we were all starting to know each other and all that, my favorite comic book hero is Wolverine. And then after that, I don't know what I'm thinking. My top 3 since I was a youngin', it used to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man used to be #1, and then I grew up a little bit, and then the X-Men's my favorite superhero team. Wolverine's my favorite superhero, or at least comic book character, depending on how you want to classify Wolverine. And then it's probably like Hulk, Black Bolt, and then Spider-Man's #4. Don't be afraid. I am very critical on Wolverine fans. It's a very hard thing. But any other way, I used to be a much bigger Deadpool guy, and I fell off of him. It's just I sometimes have a thing of, I think people like stuff that I necessarily don't like. Not like Deadpool in general, like, oh yeah, people like Deadpool and I don't like Deadpool. I just mean like people like aspects of Deadpool that I think I'm not the biggest fan of, but because those aspects of Deadpool and lots of different characters or shows or whatever, sometimes this happens. People like these aspects that I don't like, but because so many people like it and they're allowed to like it, they're like, they really focus on it, and it just kind of pushes me away. So I'm not a big Deadpool guy anymore, but hey, I hope everyone who enjoys Batman and Deadpool really loves that. And then finally, we got something Sonic related. You know, this is the Sonic Corner. This is for me. There's actually nothing really to talk about. Only that, what's their name? Tangle and Whisper? Fuck, wait, right? Uh-oh, am I a fake fan? Yes, I was right. Tangle and Whisper. I got afraid for no reason. Tangle and Whisper is going to be the new Sonic game, Sonic Crossworlds Racing, or Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Hey man, I used to pray for times like these. I don't have my camera on yet. I will in later installments, most hopefully. And once I do, you guys can see all the Sonic shit I have. Sonic IDW shit, to be more specific. I got 2 side comics by Roger Craig Smith, and then I got some of the omnibuses behind me. But yeah, man, I've been waiting for days like these where the IDW characters make an appearance, which I didn't know there was such like. Well, I don't know. I gotta stop saying I don't know when it comes to or I didn't know when it comes to the Sonic community, because as I said earlier, we're never happy about anything. But yeah, I didn't know there was such like strong opinions about IDW comics, and specifically the writer Ian Flynn. So yeah, that's very funny. But yeah, I feel like I should end this first thing with a hot take. I'm looking at a little bit more news. Demon Slayer for Indie Castle opens to 70 million. That's cool. Chainsaw Man is doing good by the looks of it. That's cool. Man, anime movies really might be the move. That's cool, and it also sucks at the same time. Maybe that's my hot take. I'm happy that anime movies are doing good, but I'm not excited to see what that means overall for the industry in the long run. But cool. If you guys like this video and you get the channel, hit that like button and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys next week for new shit that I geeked out about. Peace out.